Hello, this is Dr. Bill, and I am the fishing therapist. I want to welcome you to a brand new channel, and this channel is really all about living, and part of that is getting out into the outdoors and enjoying life. So before you, I have a kayak, and I have a number of items that I've put together over almost a year to be able to put this channel together. Now there's a steep learning curve for me, so everything is kind of new to me. So video editing and filming, and I even bought a little drone that I'll talk about later, and trying to do what I can to give you wonderful videos from nature, as well as talk to you about what I've learned over 20-25 years of private practice that I have here in Orlando. So I'm just going to share a few of the items that I picked up to go along with me on this journey. I appreciate you being a part of this. I really want your feedback, and I want to be available to support and help those that come to the channel, and we can talk more about how I can do that. And so let's just jump right in and look at some of the things that I personally have kind of researched and put together. So let's start just in no particular order, but I'm really all about safety. So we've got this wilderness system. This is part of it, little flag. I'm going to put it right here. It goes on a top of a stake so you can be seen out there on the water. So let's put it here. Some more items have to do with, this is a sort of a foghorn, a horn that is under pressure, so it's louder than a whistle. So hopefully I won't need that, but if I do, I'll have it. I've also got a pair of wonderful pliers, since I'll be doing fishing, removing hooks, etc. So we're going to put that in here. And let's see, we're going to need some suntan lotion. They tell me that maybe 6 months or so suntan lotion loses its sort of power for UV protection. So I want to make sure I get one of these. Certainly living in Florida, it's important to have. So other things, just to let you know, I'm doing this filming with a GoPro 5 Hero that I just purchased for this project. And I have a smart Lava Plus mic that's going to go here when I'm on the water, so hopefully the sound quality will be good then as well. I also purchased a cutting board. It's very simple, but it helps when you've got shrimp or other items you're going to need to cut. Let's see what else here. I bought this, and I again haven't used really any of this, but it's a stepping system. And of course, if the kayak ever turns over, which it's entirely possible it might, I want to be able to step back into the kayak using this. So we're going to get some videos of me trying this. All right. Also, I picked up this Aquabound Bilge Master pump for being able to pump the water out, which is really cool. Of course, everything has to be somehow attached to the kayak or it could be lost. Also bought a light, a nice light to go on the GoPro, so I can double it as a way to use at night to see a little better, but also for some filming. I bought this wonderful Scotty rod mount and an extension, so you'll see how that'll go on the kayak in the future as well. There's also a hat here that also has a place for the GoPro mount that I think may come in handy. Now, I'm going to do some things on this channel that isn't just fishing. It'll be outdoor oriented. I also metal detect and scuba dive. So this is from Mind Lab, and it's a pouch that I'm kind of doubling up to put in my leader line and any odds and ends, and of course I'll attach it to the boat as well. And I have also this TAC Survival Frog Bivy. It's an emergency sleeping bag, but it can cover me from the sun, keep me warm if necessary, and keep me off the ground if I ever have to kind of beach and spend the night for some reason. All right, what else we have? Well, let's look more at safety. I also have this wonderful ACR, and it's a satellite tracker, so you push a couple buttons, flip up an antenna. It's monitored by the Coast Guard and some other security places, so hopefully they can come and find me if I ever get stranded somewhere. So that's going to be kind of important. Also, this is the actual Rhodes mic box that I have the Rhodes mic on now that's being used for this outdoor video, and it's the compact microphone, and you know, we'll see how that goes. What else? Well, I've got an anchor rope here with an attachment and an anchor here, and it's the type that, you know, flips out this way then closes, so it's easily stored. You see it's all there. All right, some other things. These are a couple tethers for rods, and you know, you don't want to lose your rods and reels when you're out there, so this is a form of being able to, you know, hold them on, and I got a couple of them. This one just has the carabiner on it. I mentioned maybe earlier the idea of having something to be seen. Well, this is a combination here, and it works really well. I added the American flag, and obviously proud to be an American, and you have the light here turns on, and it attaches the back of the boat. We'll be able to see that in the future installed. What else we have? Oh, this is a fish bag, and you know, it's sort of, instead of a hard cooler, you have the ability to unzip it and put fish in it. So it keeps it cool. You put an ice pack in there and you're good for a while. So again, since the kayak you're looking at is really only 9.5 feet long and about 28 inches wide, it's kind of small, but Dr. Bill now is you know, over 60, and well, it helps me put it up on the back of the car on the racks, because it only weighs maybe, I think it's 37 or 38 pounds without anything on it, of course. And so I'll be showing you videos of me putting it on the back of the car, and of course what I'm using to transport it in another video. All right, so there's also something else that I got, this stick it anchor sort of cord that holds the anchor it. Let's see if I can reach over here and pull this out, and this is an anchor stake, and you know, it's by Yak Gear, and pretty cool. I think it's about 6 feet long or so, and there's a place on the kayak for it, and I'll show you about that later as well. But this will go on it, and it'll hold it to an anchor trolley system that I put on the boat as well. So that's going to be very nice to see. What else? Also, this is something that I put together. You'll see this is on there. It's a little noodle cut out just to keep it floating. Nice wrapped here with some rescue tape and a few other things to keep it more stable. Put a leash on the back. But this extends out, and you put the GoPro camera on here as a special mount that I purchased for that, and you can extend it, and hopefully we'll get some great video from that as well. Okay. Over here I have a vest, of course, a flotation, and I mentioned having a whistle, and this is the Astral, and it has some pockets here, and this is just one option for staying afloat. You should always be safe in a kayak. Also, I have a dry bag here from William and Joseph. Now, I've used this dry bag for other things, so it's nice to be using it. Here's lots of room in it, so it's pretty cool. What else? Over here, Dr. Bill kind of likes some tunes, and this is a little Jbl Bluetooth speaker that's supposedly waterproof. And if the kayak goes over, it's lashed down, and hopefully we'll survive. We'll see what happens. And so that ought to be nice back there to listen to some tunes. Now, not all the time, but sometimes. Let's look here. I've got some boxes, bait boxes here, you know, for you know, my equipment here that I put in here, and I can go over this at another time. but hopefully this is sealed and won't get too much water in it, and will be useful. Let's see, I got a couple of those. Yeah. Now something else I did that I thought was pretty cool, and I got this from others, so I can't take full credit for it. Let me just open it here 1 second just to show you. But I bought some little containers, and you can put in your sinkers and hooks and things like that and close them down, and it just keeps some, how would say this, rust from the salt, which just wants to get into everything. And so I thought I would try that. And these lock right down very tight. Takes a little bit of energy and effort, but they're cool. All right. Oh, something else that I borrowed from biking. I'm going to do a little biking probably on this channel as well. Is Camel Pack. It's a way of getting water, obviously, or other fluids into your body, because dehydration, yes, is kind of something to be concerned about. So that'll go on the back of the seat here, and will allow me to have fluid whenever I need it. All right, what else we got? Let's see. Also got, for the GoPro camera, I bought an accessory pack that has all kinds of accessories of attaching the GoPro to about anything you can think of. So it's housed in here. You're seeing some things here. We're getting kind of to the bottom here. This is from NRS, and it's really bladders that you blow into and fills up. And this is small, so this will go in the bow, and there's one for each side for extra flotation. And then I have one example here for the stern, and it's the same NRS but bigger, as you can see, and it'll go like I say in the stern, one on each side, and you blow that up, and that'll help with flotation. Here is another example of a type of life vest, if you will, from West Marine. Goes around, say, your waist, and you can pull that, and it'll inflate, and you can put it over your head like a life preserver. What else? For fishing, this is, obviously something you can hook the fish with and hold on to the fish, and you have to kind of put an end on it again to secure it. This one is kind of in the glow version, so at night supposedly it gets light on it, you can see it better and it glows. You also picked up, I've had this for a little while, from Florida Sportsman. It's a ruler, and it kind of has information about fish and rules and regulations for Florida on the East Coast and the West Coast, so that's good. What else? A couple more different kinds of rod leashes to keep the rods and reels, if they get pulled over by a fish or fall over, they won't be lost. Let's see here. We've got the Lowrance Fishfinder, and I'll talk more about that. And this is in a container box for it. It's a dry box, probably a little bit overkill because it's obviously waterproof, but a great container nevertheless. Let's see while we're looking. I've also got something. Let me show you it first. Ooh, this is kind of a big deal. This is a Bixby jet drive, and I've kind of rigged it up, and I have a place in the back for the on the kayak, and we'll see how that works in the future as well. And let me put that here. Now with that is necessary for a battery, since it is electric. You notice there are 3 outlets here, so one for the jet drive and a couple other for auxiliary connections, so that's pretty cool. This battery has a place to tell you how full it is, and I have that. And then I need also a battery for the Fishfinder, so I've put together a dry box and run the battery through it, and lashing it to the boat, so hopefully that'll work good. Let's see, and we're about to the end here for things I had to talk about today. This Bodie floaty, this goes in the back of the GoPro camera. Now, you may notice that I have 2 of these. The reason I have 2, because I did, as I mentioned, get the GoPro Hero 5. I went back and got the Hero 6. So we have one for each of those, and hopefully we'll never lose the cameras, because that's where all this is coming from. And last but not least, you've got to have a transducer for the Fishfinder. And I have a special device here that you'll notice, and what this is a magnet. One goes on the inside, one on the outside. This drops down along the side, and this is the total scan from Lowrance. So this gives you a side scan and the depth and really beautiful pictures. So we're going to see what we have as far as quality in that. So I want to thank you for watching this video. Please, give me some feedback on it. I'm again trying to do the best I can. I've got to learn how to use everything that you see here, and I'm looking forward to getting out there and having some wonderful adventures, because for me, life is not just being alive, it's really living. So I encourage you to do the same, and to support the channel. If you like it, please hit like and subscribe and give your feedback. And I want this to be a journey that we're on, not just that I'm on, that we're on. So again, thank you so very much. I look forward to the future, and look forward to being able to share some things with you as you share some things with me. So thank you again. Until next time, bye.